Hear my voice? Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. Okay.
Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. How was your Diwali and New Year? Enjoyed?
Yes, sir. Very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much.
Okay. So now you need to take care of yourself again, right? દિવાળીમાં બહુ બધું ફરી લીધું, એન્જોય કરી લીધું, હવે થોડુંક પાછું ધ્યાન રાખવાનું છે. We need to come back and focus on the studies, right? Plus as well as you have to take care of yourself. ઘણા બધા કેસીસ વધતા જાય છે સુરેન્દ્રનગરની અંદર and in whole Gujarat, right? The number is increasing. So you need to take care of yourself. Plus you need to focus on your studies. Sit at home, right? And try to focus on each and every subject because it is your board year, right? So let's begin with chapter number 1 in social science. Okay, so today we are going to discuss social science, chapter number 1, that is heritage of India. Heritage of India, right? Before we begin, I'd like to tell you certain things about this chapter, right? This is a pure historical chapter. જેટલી વસ્તુ આ ચેપ્ટરની અંદર છે બધી વસ્તુ history related છે. So there is nothing new that we are going to learn. We are going to try to understand what the heritage is. What are the historical things that are important in our country? What are the things that we don't know that are preserved as a heritage, right? All these things are there in this chapter, right? So there is nothing new that we are going to learn. All these things are a part of the history. So we just need to learn what are the things which are there as a heritage, which represents our country, India. Right? So let's begin. Chapter number 1, Heritage of India. India is a land of ancient culture, ancient Indian scripture. Vishnu Puran states, right? It's a land of culture. We have seen everything, right? Different states, different languages, different way of communication, different dressing sense, right? All different gods, different cultures. All these things represents our heritage, our culture, right? So what it is we are going to learn in the upcoming paragraphs or in the upcoming chapters, right? So it means India extends from Himalaya in the north to the Indian Ocean in the south. North to south, Himalayas to the Indian Ocean, alright? So that is quite a big area. So that is a heritage. That is a heritage. We are lucky to have been born in India, right? India is one of the strongest country, I tell you, right? The thing is where we are lacking is we are not getting proper diversification in terms of different stages, right? If we define all that things, if we give proper employment opportunities, we have seen the concept of poverty and unemployment, right? If we diversify from that concept and if we focus on that particular topic, that is poverty and unemployment, we can be one of the strongest nations in this world, right? Because our ancient culture was that strong. But the thing is, now there are some problems which are going on in our country, and that is why we are not able to develop. But India is a place where there are 28 states, 28 peoples, 28 cultures, 28 heritages. This is a power, this is a strength that defines our country. That defines our country. If we focus on all these things and be clear and be, on the way of progress, right, then we can be a very developed nation in a very short point of time, right? Because it's a mixed economy. It's a mixed economy, right? What it is, we are going to learn deep in this chapter. It is said that new descendants are called Indians. We are called Indians, the new generations, right? In the beginning of any auspicious ceremony, Bharatvarsha, Bharatkhand, Jambudvip, and Aryavartha, etc. words are used while taking resolutions. This kind of words were being used while taking resolution. Resolution means any kind of oath or promise, right? This kind of words were being used. Our country is gifted with natural boundaries, Himalaya in the north and sea in the east, west and south, right? This is a gift. This is a gift, right? जो तुम्हें इंडिया ने imagine करो ना, right? So we have a place where maximum rainfall is there. The name of that place is Cherrapunji. We have a place where maximum summer is there, that is Gujarat and Rajasthan. We have a place where maximum snowfall is there, winter is there, that is Kashmir. Right? We have a place where maximum sea coastal area is available, that is in the south or in the east or the west part. Right? Gujarat holds 1600 kilometers of coastal lines, right? We are very much strong in this particular way or in the source of natural resources. It's a natural gift given by nature to our country. Right? Himalayas that protects our nations. Right? Sea coast. So you can imagine how much business opportunities can be developed. All the three seasons are there in one nation. Right? This is something, a very unique gift given by nature. Right? બધા કન્ટ્રીઝમાં ત્રણે ત્રણ સિઝન નથી હોતી. રાઈટ? કે એક જ પ્લેસની અંદર એક જ પોઈન્ટ ઓફ ટાઈમે એક જગ્યાએ વિન્ટર, સમર અને મોન્સૂન હોય. બહુ ઓછું જોવા મળે. ઇન્ડિયા ઇઝ અ પ્લેસ વેર ઓલ ધીસ થ્રી સિઝન્સ આર ધેર એટ વન પોઈન્ટ ઓફ ટાઈમ, which keeps changing according to the states. Right? So we are gifted by nature. Many things are being there which are gifted by nature. And that is what is known as heritage. We need to preserve all these things. Right? Then we can be a developed nation in short point of time. Right? So let's move ahead. What are the other heritage things that are there in our country? Let's look into the textbook again. Our country is gifted with natural boundaries, Himalaya in the north and sea in the east, west and south. From all over the world, different countries mesmerized by Indian prosperity and came to trade. Came to trade means coming towards for making business because they know India is rich in the heritageal concept, or India is rich in the natural resources. So people or different people from different countries are coming for the trade purpose, for the business purpose, because they know India is covered with natural resources, right? Indian prosperity and came to trade settled and mingled with Indian culture. Due to mutual exchange, many changes have been seen in our culture. In this way, our heritage is transformed from generation to generation and it is continuously progressing. And we are on the way of development. We are on the way of progress. Right? Because many people from different countries in this world are coming to our country for the trade purpose. For the trade purpose. I'll give you one strong example so you'll understand how much strong our country is in the terms of resources, in the terms of power. Right? We all have seen four-wheelers, right? બધાએ four-wheelers જોઈએ છે. આપણે right hand side driving છે, RHS, right hand side driving, right? In all the countries in this world, there is a left hand side driving. Right? બીજા ગમે કન્ટ્રીમાં તમે જાઓ ત્યાં લેફ્ટ હેન્ડ સાઇડ ડ્રાઇવિંગનો વધારે પર્ટિક્યુલર ક્રાઇટેરિયા ફોકસ કરવામાં આવે છે. એ જ રીતે કાર્સ મેન્યુફેક્ચર કરવામાં આવે. ઇન્ડિયા એક જ એવો દેશ છે જ્યાં રાઇટ હેન્ડ સાઇડ ડ્રાઇવિંગ છે. છતાંય ફોરેનની જેટલી મોટી મોટી કાર્સ છે, રાઈટ, you know what big numbers of cars are there, right? Audi, BMW, Mercedes, all these things. They have changed their concept because of the trade activities which are there or which are being developed in India. આખો એમને એમનો કોન્સેપ્ટ ડ્રાઇવિંગનો ચેન્જ કરીને રાઇટ હેન્ડ સાઇડ ઉપર મૂકી દીધું. This is a very strong example what business is in India, because there are people in India who can afford all these things. So the other country people are craving for their product to put in India, right? And people are buying it. આખો એમનો જે કોન્સેપ્ટ છે એ લોકો ચેન્જ કરીને આપણને જે રીતે ડ્રાઇવિંગ સાઇડ ફાવે છે એ સિસ્ટમથી એ લોકો કાર્સ બનાવવા માંડે છે, right? This is what is known as business. This is what is known as power of our own nation, because people from other countries are making such concepts. A carનો તો એક નાનો એક્ઝામ્પલ છે, right? There are many particular products, many businesses which are there, which are favoring the Indian people, and that is how the product is being made in other countries. This is what power is of our nation. A small example, I hope you understand what trade is now. A business, તમે imagine કરી શકો કેટલા મોટા લેવલના હશે અલગ અલગ businesses. Trade means business, exchange of goods and services, right? So this is one strong example that I'm sharing with you. If they are ready to change their whole concept of the driving side from left hand side to right hand side, you can imagine what other products will be there in India coming from the foreign or from the other country in India, just to increase the trade activities, right? This is where power lies, because we have so much of natural resources through which we generate lot of opportunities and we generate lot of income. So those people in other countries know that India is rich in cultural heritage or in natural resources. So they have the power, they have the buying power or the buying capacity. So we have to make products in such a way that fits them. Right? So this is what trade means, this is what business means. So they are craving for making deals with our country. Right? And if I'm not wrong, 45 to 55% of India's current population is youth, right? Which falls between the category of 18 to 40. આપણું ટોટલ જેટલું પોપ્યુલેશન છે એટલે એમાં 18 થી 40 વર્ષ વચ્ચે 55% સંખ્યા છે આપણા દેશ અત્યારે currently. So 55% is youth, right? So you can imagine what changes we can do very easily, what power we have, right? We just need to focus on the particular way and try to develop and make it a progress, right? And then the term developing will be changed automatically to a developed nation, right? I hope you understand now how much power do we have in our country, right? Because it is a gift of nature. It is a gift of nature. જો ઇન્ડિયામાં પ્રોપરલી પ્રિન્સિપલ્સ અને રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન્સ ઉપર અથવા લો ફોલો થવા માંડે ને તો ઇન્ડિયા એક એવો દેશ થઈ જાય જે સેલ્ફ સફિશિયન્ટ થઈ શકે, રાઈટ? કારણ કે આપણી પાસે એટલું યુથ છે, આપણી પાસે એટલી ટેકનોલોજી છે, આપણી પાસે ત્રણેય સિઝન્સ છે, આપણી પાસે એટલું મની પાવર છે, રાઈટ? વી હેવ ધી સ્ટ્રેન્થ, but we just need to focus it in a proper way. If we start following all the laws, if we start following all the rules and regulations defined by the government, right, we would be very soon a developed nation, right? આજે poverty, unemployment issues ને problems છે ને automatically બધાય જતા રહે, બધાને equal opportunities મળવા માંડે, બધાય પોતપોતાની રીતે develop થવા માંડે, બધાય businessમાં આગળ વધવા માંડે, right? In every different sectors, right? So this is what power is of our own nation. Let's move ahead. India, that is location and area. We have studied already in standard 9th about the present area and location of India, right? 9th માં તમે આ બધું ભણી ગયા છો. It was very in ancient times, and now area wise it stands on 7th rank and population wise on the particular 2nd rank, right? In ancient time and now area wise, when we talk about the whole nation of India, right, area wise માં આપણે 7th place ઉપર આવીએ છીએ in the term of the total area that has been covered by our own nation, right? We stand on the 7th place, and population wise we are on the 2nd place. We are on the 2nd place, right? First is China, right? So this is what location and area is. Underline that two particular sentence, right? India stands 7th, right, in the terms of area wise, and 2nd in the terms of population wise, right? Let's move ahead. Rich and varied heritage. Rich and varied. Varied means different heritage. Our motherland has been bestowed rich and varied heritage to us as to the world. Indian culture have been trade oriented and peace loving. Our culture is peace loving, right? Jivo ane jiwadu. That is what our culture is, right? We don't interfere in others' issue. We don't interfere in other countries' problem, right? તમે જો અત્યારની કરંટ સિચ્યુએશનમાં ક્યારે એવું જો ઇન્ડિયાએ ચાઇના ઉપર હુમલો કર્યો કે ઇન્ડિયાએ કોઈ બીજા કન્ટ્રી ઉપર જાણી જોઈને હેરાન કર્યું? વી નેવર ડુ ઓલ ધીસ થિંગ્સ. એ લોકો કરતા હશે ને આપણે રિપ્લાય કરતા હશે. They will attack us or they will try to pin us, right? And then we'll give it a reply, right? We never do all this kind of things. India is a peace loving nation. આપણે એમને રિસ્પોન્ડ આપીએ છીએ જેવું એ લોકો આપણી જોડે બિહેવિયર કરે. આપણે સામેથી ક્યારે એવું રિએક્શન આપતા નથી કે કોઈ એવી એક્ટિવિટી આપણે કરતા નથી. This is what it is. This is a peace loving nation that defines our country. That defines our country, right? Indian culture have been trade oriented. Trade oriented means we are business minded people. So trade oriented and peace loving. And peace loving, right? Sakchit and Anand are realized from Indian culture. Besides this, Indian culture prospered with the mutual exchange of different cultures. Besides this, Indian culture, I'm repeating this line, try to understand. Besides this, Indian culture is prospered with mutual exchange. Is prospered, that means we are again given benefits with mutual exchange of different cultures. Of different cultures. We have 28 states and different languages and different cultures, right? We already have seen all these concepts. Of other countries which came to India and settled here, right? They have accepted the value of non-violence and peace, which have been adopted and admired by the world. The concept that we have today, that is peace, peace-loving nature, is been admired, that is praised in the whole world, right? Has been praised in the whole world, right? People right from the beginning of Indus Valley civilization till today have made our country rich and wealthy with their intellectuality, ability, talent and skill. Immemorial scholars, thinkers, artists, artisans, sages, saints, scientists and historians have contributed to the growth and development of our culture, right? All these people do exist even in that era, right? એ લોકો એ સમયમાં પણ સાયન્ટિસ્ટ હતા, એ સમયમાં પણ આર્ટિસ્ટ હતા, એ સમયમાં પણ સેન્ટ્સ હતા, રાઈટ? અને પોતપોતાની ફિલ્ડમાં એ લોકો આગળ વધતા ગયા. They have developed themselves in their own field and they have made certain things which would give the benefit to the next upcoming generations, right? એટલે એવું નથી કે એ લોકો પોતાના માટે જીવતા હતા અને પોતાની જ લાઈફ ડેવલપ કરતા હતા અને પોતાનો જ વિચાર કરતા. No, they used to think of the next generations also. Right? That is why we are getting all these benefits in our own country. જો એ લોકોએ કંઈક એ કોન્સેપ્ટની અંદર અથવા એ એરાની અંદર પોતાના રૂલ્સ અને પોતાનું એક સેટ ક્રાઇટેરિયા બનાવી નાખ્યો હોત, રાઈટ, તો અત્યારે ઇન્ડિયાની કંઈક ઇમેજ અલગ જ હોત. વી આર વેરી ફ્રી, રાઈટ? આપણને બહુ ફ્રી ફીલ થાય. વી ફીલ ફ્રી ટુ ટોક, વી ફીલ ફ્રી ટુ ગો એનીવેર, રાઈટ? વી અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ ઈચ અધર, વી હેવ મ્યુચ્યુઅલ રિસ્પેક્ટ ફોર ઈચ અધર, રાઈટ? We, we don't judge people, right? All these things on the basis of caste and culture. આપણે educated છીએ, so we don't do all these things. આ બધું આપણે ક્યાંથી learn કરીએ? Where do we learn all these things? Because those people in that era, right? This is scientists, saints, right? Historians, thinkers, artists, all these people, right? They have set a particular criteria in that time, and that is what we are seeing and learning all these things. ઘણી વાર હિસ્ટ્રી બહુ બોરિંગ લાગે, બટ બીકોઝ ઓફ ધેટ history we are able to get all this knowledge. એ જે જૂનું મૂકીને ગયા છે એ આપણે જોઈએ છીએ, વાંચીએ છીએ, સમજીએ છીએ અને એ કલ્ચર ફોલો કરીએ છીએ, right? That is why our country is this today what it is, right? Different from other countries, right? We have a feeling of brotherhood, we always have a helping nature, right? તમે જો આ પર્ટિક્યુલર સિચ્યુએશનમાં પણ this કોરોના સિચ્યુએશન, રાઈટ, કેટલા લોકો બેઘર થઈ ગયા હતા, જમવાનું નહોતું મળતું, રાઈટ? આપણે ઘણા બધા એવા સોશિયલ વર્કર્સ જોયા હશે જેણે કેટલાયને ઘરે પહોંચાડ્યા હશે, કેટલાયને ફૂડ આપ્યું હશે આવી સિચ્યુએશનની અંદર. આ બધું ક્યાંથી કલ્ચર આવે? Where do this culture comes from? It comes from the historical parts, what our forefathers left for us. We are learning from their things which they did or might have written in some books, Vedas, right? આ બધું આપણે જોઈએ છીએ, એમની લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ સમજીએ છીએ અને એ આપણે આપણા કલ્ચરમાં ડેવલપ કરીએ છીએ. That is why India is very strong or rich in heritage, because they have left all these things from us for the next upcoming generation, so we may get all these benefits, right? Sages, saints, scientists and historians have contributed to the growth and development of our own culture. Culture is in some habit of values. Now what is culture? See, એક બહુ શોર્ટ લાઈનમાં સમજાવે છે કલ્ચર કોને કહેવાય. Culture is a sum of habits, values, customs and traditions and conduct and lifestyle of human. આપણી એક લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ, right? That defines us, that defines our family, that defines our society, right? That is what is known as culture. That is what is known as culture. It is an habit, value, customs and traditions, right? તમે ઘણી વાર જોજો સોસાયટીમાં મ્યુચ્યુઅલ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડિંગ બહુ સારી હોય, કોક સોસાયટીમાં કંઈ પણ હોય એટલે લોકો તરત એકબીજાને હેલ્પ કરવા જતા. વોટ ઇઝ દેટ? દેટ ઇઝ કલ્ચર. ફેમિલીમાં ઘણી વાર એવું હોય, જોઈન્ટ ફેમિલી હોય પણ કંઈ પણ હોય, બિઝનેસમાં અલગ અલગ હોય પણ કંઈ પણ થાય તો તરત ભેગા થઈ જાય. That is what is known as values towards each other, and that is what defines our own lifestyle. The way that we live, that defines our own culture, that defines our own culture. આપણું પોતાની લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ, આપણા ફેમિલીની લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ અને આપણા સોસાયટીમાં જે રહીએ છીએ એની લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ, રાઈટ? એ બધું જ્યારે એક સરખું થાય ને તો એ કલ્ચર ફોર્મ કરે છે. શું ફોર્મ કરે છે? કલ્ચર ફોર્મ કરે છે. રાઈટ? નાઉ નેક્સ્ટ, મીનિંગ ઓફ કલ્ચર, વોટ ઇટ ઇઝ. કલ્ચર મીન્સ એ વે ઓફ લાઈફ. જો મેં તમને કીધું ને આપણી પોતાની જે લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ હોય, દેટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ એ વે ઓફ લાઈફ. રાઈટ? ઇટ ઇઝ made of changes that occurs in public life, social rules and regulations of different societies. આપણે એક સોસાયટીમાં રહીએ છીએ, કોઈ બીજું સ્ટેટ છે, ત્યાંના લોકો બીજી લેંગ્વેજીસ બોલે છે, ત્યાંના લોકોનું લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ અલગ છે, તો એમની પણ એક સોસાયટી હશે, તો એમનું એક કલ્ચર અલગ હશે. કોઈ ત્રીજો સ્ટેટ છે, એમનું ત્રીજું કમ્યુનિકેશન લેંગ્વેજ છે, તો એ લોકોનું સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ઓફ લિવિંગ અલગ હશે, તો એમનું એક અલગ કલ્ચર હશે. રાઈટ? સો વી હેવ this as a strength, right? ત્રણ અલગ અલગ સ્ટેટ્સમાં ત્રણ અલગ અલગ લોકો ભેગા હોય, ત્રણેયનું કલ્ચર અલગ અલગ હોય, ત્રણેયને ભેગા કરો, રાઈટ? સો ઇટ વુડ વર્ક એઝ અ સ્ટ્રેન્થ. કોઈક એક ફિલ્ડમાં અલગ હશે, કોઈક બીજી ફિલ્ડમાં અલગ હશે, કોઈક ત્રીજી ફિલ્ડમાં અલગ હશે, તો ત્રણેયને એક જગ્યાએ ભેગા કરો તો ત્રણેય ફિલ્ડ અલગ અલગ ભેગી થાય, સો ઇટ કેન ડેવલપ સમથિંગ વેરી સ્ટ્રોંગ into a new business, into a new progress which leads our nation on a developed path. Right? This is what culture is. Right? મેં તમને પહેલા કીધું હતું, many people are shifting towards Ahmedabad, many people are shifting towards big cities in Gujarat, right? અલગ અલગ સ્ટેટ્સના લોકો અહેમદાબાદ, બરોડા, સુરત આવીને રહે છે. Why? Because they know that they have the culture, they have the ideas which can be established in Gujarat, right? And they can develop the business. આપણા ગુજરાતી પણ એવા છે, બીજા સ્ટેટ્સમાં જઈને બિઝનેસ ડેવલપ કરે છે. So this is a strength. This is a strength. ઘણા આપણા કોન્સેપ્ટ્સ ત્યાં ચાલતા હોય, ત્યાંના કોન્સેપ્ટ્સ અહીંયા ચાલતા હોય, અને એનાથી નેશનને ફાયદો થાય, ડેવલપમેન્ટ થાય છે, ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટીઝ વધે છે. રાઈટ? સો ધીસ ઇઝ એ બેનિફિટ ફોર અસ. This is a benefit for us. Right? So this is what defines our own culture. That defines our own culture. Right? See, it is clearly mentioned again. It can be said that culture is a total of habits, values, customs, traditions, and ideal leading humans to the highest level. Leading humans, માણસ એકબીજાને ડેવલપ કરે. I'll help you, you will help me. તો બંને ડેવલપ થશે. રાઈટ? હું તારો પગ ખેંચીશ, તું મારો પગ ખેંચીશ, તો બેમાંથી એકે ડેવલપ નહીં. રાઈટ? But our custom, our traditions, our lifestyle is ideals leading humans to the highest level. That means we are focusing on the humans rather than machines. Right? અત્યારે ટેકનોલોજીકલ એરા છે, માણસો મશીન્સને વધારે પ્રેમ કરે. They have more attraction towards machines rather than humans. Right? This is, we are going on a little bit wrong direction. Right? If we focus on the human side, right? So that would help other humans even to develop themselves. And there might be some chances that they even help us. So that helps us to develop our own self. And this is how we can develop as a nation from the culture, right? So I hope the meaning of culture is clear, right? In short, I am repeating, it is a sum of habits, values, customs, traditions, and conduct and lifestyle of a human that do exist when he lives on this planet. They do exist when he lives on this planet, right? The way that we live, that defines our culture. Next, cultural heritage of India. Now, what is the cultural heritage of India? Heritage means a valuable gift from our forefathers. जो मैं તમને પહેલા જ કીધું, હેરિટેજ એક એવી વસ્તુ છે, રાઈટ, જે આપણા ફોરફાધર્સ આપણા માટે મૂકતા રહ્યા છે. અને આગળના સ્ટેન્ઝામાં જ મેં તમને કીધું ને, સાયન્ટિસ્ટ, આર્ટિશિયન્સ, થિંકર્સ, સ્કોલર્સ, રાઈટ, આ બધા શું હતા? એક હેરિટેજનો એક પાર્ટ હતા. They did contribution, they developed in their own field and left for us. એ એક એવી વસ્તુ કે આપણે એમના પોતપોતાના ફિલ્ડમાં ડેવલપ કરતા ગયા અને આપણા માટે મૂકતા ગયા. Which our forefathers had left for us. That is what is known as an heritage today. That is what is known as an heritage today. And આ બધું આપણને ક્યાંથી મળે? From the history. From the history, right? Heritage means a gift from our forefathers to us. Indian history is 1,000 years old, right? કદાચ હજારો વર્ષ જૂની હશે. કેટલી હજી હિસ્ટ્રી થઈ ગઈ હશે જે ડિસ્ક્લોઝ પણ નહીં થઈ હોય. But there might be some history again which we have not even founded, right? We say school pledge. આપણે સ્કૂલમાં pledge લેતા હોય ત્યારે બોલીએ છીએ, I love my country and I'm proud of its rich and varied heritage, right? જ્યારે oath લેતા હોય ને, pledge લેતા હોય, right? The pledge માં એવા words use થાય છે that I love my country and I'm proud of its rich and varied heritage, right? And I'm proud of it. I'm an Indian and I am feeling proud that I do exist on this particular planet. I live in my country India, which is full of rich and varied heritage, right? In this context, heritage is a precious gift. It is a precious gift from our motherland to the whole world. બધાને આવા હેરિટેજ નથી મળતું, બધાને આવા નેચરલ રિસોર્સિસ નથી મળતા. બધા કન્ટ્રીઝમાં 3 અલગ અલગ સિઝન એક પોઈન્ટ ઓફ ટાઈમે નથી હોતી, રાઈટ? બધા કન્ટ્રીઝમાં અલગ અલગ લેંગ્વેજીસ નથી બોલાતી, રાઈટ? ઇન્ડિયા એક જ એવું કન્ટ્રી છે જ્યાં કેટલી બધી લેંગ્વેજીસ બોલાતી હશે. બીજા કન્ટ્રીઝમાં તમે જાઓ તો એમની મધર ટંગ and the second one is English. ઇન્ડિયામાં તમે ગુજરાતમાં હો તો ગુજરાતી બોલાય, મહારાષ્ટ્રમાં જાઓ તો મરાઠી બોલાય, ગોવામાં જાઓ તો કોંકણી બોલાય, રાઈટ? પંજાબમાં જાઓ તો પંજાબી બોલાય, and whole lot of different languages, right? This is a rich and varied heritage that we have, right? Because it is a precious gift from our motherland to the whole world, right? About mysteries of human life, we divide our heritage into 2 divisions. આપણું જે હેરિટેજ છે એને આપણે 2 ડિવિઝન્સમાં ડિવાઈડ કરીએ. ફર્સ્ટ ઇઝ નેચરલ હેરિટેજ એન્ડ સેકન્ડ વન ઇઝ કલ્ચરલ હેરિટેજ. નેચરલ એન્ડ કલ્ચરલ. તો કોન્સેપ્ટ ઉપરથી તમને આઈડિયા આવી જશે. નેચરલ હેરિટેજ એટલે એવી વસ્તુ જે નેચર આપેલી છે, ધ ગિફ્ટ ઓફ નેચર, ધેટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ નેચરલ હેરિટેજ. અને કલ્ચરલ હેરિટેજ એટલે એવી વસ્તુ જે હ્યુમન્સે ડિફાઇન કરી છે, ધેટ ઇઝ વોટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ કલ્ચરલ હેરિટેજ, રાઈટ? So let's look into the textbook what's natural heritage and cultural heritages. Next page, page number 2. First point, natural heritage of India. The result of close relationship between nature, environment and human life is a natural heritage. Underline that particular sentence, right? A bonding between nature and human. આપણું અને નેચરનું જે બોન્ડિંગ છે that is what is known as a natural heritage, right? કારણ કે પૃથ્વી ઉપર નેચર છે, એન્વાયરમેન્ટ છે, બટ એને સસ્ટેન કોણ કરે? હ્યુમન સસ્ટેન કરે છે, રાઈટ? ઇટ ઇઝ ધ હ્યુમન્સ હુ ડેવલપ ઓર ડિસ્ટ્રોયસ ધ નેચર, રાઈટ? ઘણીવાર આપણે ડિફોરેસ્ટેશનના કોન્સેપ્ટ જોઈએ છીએ, રાઈટ? સો વી આર ધ વન હુ આર ડિસ્ટર્બિંગ ધ એન્વાયરમેન્ટ ઓર વી આર ધ વન હુ આર ક્રિએટિંગ ધ ગુડ એન્વાયરમેન્ટ. તો એ જે બોન્ડિંગ છે આપણું અને એન્વાયરમેન્ટ, દેટ ઇઝ નેચર, દેટ શુડ બી વેરી સ્ટ્રોંગ, રાઈટ? એન્ડ દેટ ડિફાઇન્સ નેચરલ હેરિટેજ. That defines natural heritage, right? It's a relationship between nature, environment and human life and its natural heritage. Natural heritage of India is unique. It is something different from other countries and varied. It includes features like mountains. जो आपकी पास है क्या natural heritages है? See, underline all that things, right? It includes mountains. आपकी पास है mountains है. Forests. आपकी पास है forest પણ છે. Deserts, rivers, streams. झरना कहिए ना આપણે, right? Seas. Trees, plants, creepers, flowers, leaves, insects and varied landscapes, wide range of minerals, vegetation, plant and different animals. This is natural heritage. This is natural heritage, right? આ બધી વસ્તુ એક જ કન્ટ્રીમાં હોવી, that is a gift of nature. That is a gift of nature. That defines the environment. That defines the environment. All these things are there in one country, that is our country. So we can say that we are rich in natural heritage, right? આટલી બધી વસ્તુ એક જ દેશમાં હોય, that is a gift of nature. That is a gift of nature, right? We are the children of nature, so it has made a beautiful arrangement for our food, water, fresh air and dwelling to cater all our needs, right? We are the children of nature, right? આ નેચર જ આપણને બધી વસ્તુ પૂરી પાડે, રાઈટ? પણ જો નેચર ડિસ્ટ્રોય થઈ જાય, એન્વાયરમેન્ટ ડિસ્ટ્રોય થઈ જાય, કેન વી ગેટ ઓલ ધ થિંગ્સ વિચ વી રિક્વાયર? નો, ઇટ વુડ બી વેરી ડિફિકલ્ટ ફોર અસ, રાઈટ? આ જેટલી વસ્તુ જે છે, that is a gift of nature in the form that has been given to our motherland, that is India, right? So we as a children of the nature need to protect all these things, need to protect all these things, because all these things satisfies the human needs, satisfy the human need. Fresh air, શ્વાસ લે એટલે હવા આવે, ક્યાંથી? ફ્રેશ એર ક્યાંથી આવે? નેચરમાંથી આવે. વોટર, રાઈટ? રિવર્સ, માઉન્ટેન્સ, રાઈટ? સ્નો માઉન્ટેન્સ હોય બરફના આખા પછી એ પીગળે અને પાણી થાય ને બધા રિવરમાં જાય, રાઈટ? એન્ડ ફ્રોમ રિવર્સ વી ગેટ વોટર્સ, રાઈટ? So some basic needs which are there for the humans to exist on this planet are given by nature, right? So we need to protect all these things because they are natural heritage. We are the children of nature, so it has made a beautiful arrangement for food, water, fresh air and dwelling to cater all our needs, right? આપણી અલગ-અલગ needs ને satisfy કરે છે. We treat nature with respect and faith. The examples of our close relation with nature are stories of Panchtatra and Jataka tales of Buddhist religion, right? Our classical and folk music and several ragas are based on praha, that is a period of a day. Similarly, Ayurveda, Unani and nature cure are also totally based on nature. Right? ઘણા બધી એવી medicines, ઘણા બધા એવા particular પંચતંત્રસ, right? એ બધા જે યજ્ઞમાં બોલાતા હોય એવા વર્ડ્સ યુઝ કરતા હોય, right? Folk music, several tunes, several folk music and ragas, all these things, right? That is Ayurveda, Unani and nature cure, right? A gift or medicines which are available from nature are totally based in the form of nature, right? ઘણી બધી એવી medicines છે જે નેચરમાંથી ઉત્પન્ન થાય છે, એન્વાયરમેન્ટમાંથી, પ્લાન્ટ્સમાંથી ઉત્પન્ન થાય છે, right? In the form of medicines. So that plants, that leaves, right? That piece of wood that is still there in India, and through which we are able to develop many medicines, right? ઘણી જૂની એવી વસ્તુ છે, folk music છે, right? તંત્રસ છે, all these things are from nature. Nature માંથી ક્યાંથી આવ્યું? Because we are the children of nature. તો આપણા forefathers એ children હશે nature માં, તો એ આ બધી વસ્તુ આપણા માટે મુક્તા ગઈ. And we are learning from them, right? So first one, landscape. So what is the landscape? તમને બધાને idea હશે landscape એટલે શું, right? So let's look again what it is. Beautiful landscapes are generally formed due to different shapes of land. For example, the Himalaya is a landscape, right? Different natures માં different shapes form થતા earthquake માં, right? ઘણા બધા earthquakes થાય, ઘણા બધા અંદર પ્લેટ્સ હોય નીચે એ બધી ખસે એટલે જે જગ્યાએ ફ્લેટ હોય ત્યાં માઉન્ટેન જેવું થઈ જાય, માઉન્ટેન હોય ત્યાં ફ્લેટ થઈ જાય, એન્ડ ડિફરન્ટ એ નેચરનું કામ છે. નેચર ડઝ ઇટ્સ ઇન ઇટ્સ ઓન વે, રાઈટ? સો હિમાલયા ઇઝ અગેન ઇન લેન્ડસ્કેપ. It has endowed Indians abundantly with useful vegetations and minerals. Strange birds, animals and mountain peaks covered with snow. Brimming rivers are the gift of Himalaya. હિમાલયમાંથી બરફમાંથી જ્યારે પાણી પીગળીને જાય, right? The rivers are a gift of Himalaya, right? Forest of Terra and its pilgrimage places. Example, Amarnath, Badrinath, Kedarnath and Sumit, like Nanda Devi, are in Himalayas. All these places are in Himalayas, right? Since ancient time, Himalaya has a greater importance in India, right? It is a place or a particular landscape, that is Himalaya, holds a very important place in our country, that is India, right? So that is all about landscape. And landscape માં એક જ વસ્તુ included છે, that is Himalayas, right? So let's move ahead to the second point. Rivers. Rivers have been providing natural ways since ancient times. Indian culture has flourished on the river banks of Indus and Ravi. Indian culture, જે જૂનું માણસ હતું, right? The persons or the people who used to live in that era without technology. એ સમયમાં કોઈ ટેકનોલોજી કે કોઈ સિસ્ટમ્સ નહોતી, એટલે માણસો ક્યાં રહેતા હતા? રિવર બેંક્સ ઉપર, on the corner of the river, because they used to think that wherever there is water there is life, right? પાણી વગર કંઈ જ ના થાય. આપણે મકાન બાંધીએ ને તો મકાન બાંધતા પહેલા પાણીની વ્યવસ્થા કરી, રાઈટ? કેમ? કારણ કે જેમ જેમ મકાન બંધાતું જાય એમ એને એટલું વોટર રિક્વાયર્ડ છે, જ્યારે મકાનનું ફાઉન્ડેશન સ્ટ્રોંગ થાય એટલી. So before we build a house, we require water, so that when the house has been built, the foundation gets strong. In that, because we are living in today's era, that is technology, so we work smartly. But at that point of time, people didn't have technology, right? They used to think that if there is water, there is life. જ્યાંથી ઝરણું કે કોઈ રિવર કે કોઈ પાણી વહેતું હોય એ જગ્યાએ તમે રહ્યો ને તો તમને સર્વાઈવ કરવા માટે અથવા સસ્ટેન કરવા માટે કાંઈક ને કાંઈક મળી જાય, રાઈટ? સો દેટ ઇઝ વોટ રિવર્સ ઇઝ. અત્યારે તો બહુ ટેકનોલોજીનો યુઝ થઈ ગયો છે, રિવર્સને ડાયવર્સિફાઈ કરીને જે જગ્યાએ નથી પાણી એ જગ્યાએ પહોંચાડવાનું, because this is 21st century. But એ સમયમાં એવું નહોતું. આખું ઇન્ડસ વેલી સિવિલાઇઝેશન એ ઓલા ઉપરથી ડેવલપ થયું, right? On the river banks, right? Indian culture has flourished on the river banks of Indus and Ravi. The rivers like Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, the Indus, the Narmada, the Godavari and Krishna, etc. All these things are different rivers, underline all the names, right? Have profoundly influenced the people of India. Rivers are the source for drinking water. Rivers are the source of drinking water. Domestic use, irrigation, electricity and waterways. આટલા બધા રિવર્સના ફાયદા થાય છે, right? It can be used for drinking water, domestic use, ઘરના use માટે પણ થઈ શકે, irrigation facility થઈ શકે, electricity, you can generate electricity again, and even in waterways. Besides this, man was dependent on river. એ સમયમાં માણસ river ઉપર dependent હતો, right? To develop industries of clay, utensils, plastering and building of houses, right? River water has made human life beautiful and prosperous, right? Landscapes, scenes at dawn and dusk are very fascinating on the sides of river. These are the source of inspiration for artists and have enriched the lives of the people by developing the aesthetic sense, right? ઘણીવાર તમે જુઓ લેન્ડસ્કેપ, માઉન્ટેન્સ, રિવર્સ આપણે બધું પિક્ચરમાં એક સાથે જ દોરીએ છીએ, કારણ કે લેન્ડસ્કેપ જે હોય એમાંથી પાણી જતું હોય, રાઈટ? આઈસ જ્યારે મેલ્ટ થાય હિમાલયાઝમાંથી એટલે એ નીચે હોય અને that forms a river, right? So it has been clearly mentioned in the last line that is a source of inspiration for the artist. It looks very beautiful. તમે કોઈ બી માઉન્ટેન હોય ને નીચેથી રિવર અથવા ઝરણું પાસ થતું હોય, you can imagine the greenery, you can imagine the breeze, you can even hear the sound of the water, right? And એવા કોઈ આર્ટિસ્ટ હોય જે સ્પેશિયલી ડ્રોઈંગમાં એક્સપર્ટ્સ હોય, right? આર્ટમાં એક્સપર્ટ હોય, what kind of beautiful picture it would be. So that is again a source or an inspiration for an artist that have enriched the lives of people by developing aesthetic sense. That means if all these things exist, એ લોકો તો આર્ટ ડ્રો કરે છે, પિક્ચર ડ્રો કરે છે. The picture કેટલું beautiful લાગે, so you can imagine how it would be in the reality. So that again encourages people to save all this natural heritage, right? જ્યારે આવા pictures જ્યારે બહાર પડે અને આપણે તમને ને હું જોઈએ છે, so that defines or that makes the particular country strong. So it's our responsibility to protect all these things, right? આપણને ખબર છે કે અહીંયા આ જગ્યા છે, આટલું સારું અહીંયા છે, આ બધી વસ્તુને પ્રોટેક્ટ કરવાનું, because it is a natural heritage. It is a natural heritage, right? So that is all about rivers. The rivers માં કઈ rivers mention કરી છે? નર્મદા, યમુના, ગંગા, સરસ્વતી and Godavari and Krishna. These are the rivers that has been mentioned in chapter number 1, right? So first one is landscape, Himalayas, second one rivers. The rivers માં 5 થી 6 rivers છે, right? So number 3, that is vegetation. That is again a gift of nature, vegetation, right? Plants develop થાય છે, vegetation develop થાય છે. તો એ ક્યાં થાય છે? જમીનમાં થાય છે. તો એ જે જમીન છે, right? એ બહુ ફળદ્રુપ છે. ફળદ્રુપ means it is a good piece of land where anything that you make or plow, right, that grows or develops itself, right? ઘણી જમીન એવી હોય કે ગમે એટલું ટ્રાય કરો ને કંઈ પણ વાવવાની અથવા ઉગાડવાની તો થાય જ નહીં. But India is a place where all these things are being grown or all these things are being developed in the form of vegetation, right? So what it is, let's look again. People of India are environment lovers since ancient time, right? It's a proof that its love and affection towards flower, shrubs and plants. Humans, animals, birds, etc. are dependent on trees for their food, right? Birds especially, right, are dependent on trees. Even humans are dependent on trees. ઘણા fruits એવા છે જે trees ઉપર જ થાય, leaves ઉપર થાય. Bananas, એનું ઝાડ હોય, apple, એનું ઝાડ હોય, right? ચીકુ, એનું એક tree હોય. So many fruits, even that we require, right, that is a part of vegetation that grows on the trees. So we need to take care of all these natural resources, that is flower, shrubs, plants, even humans. जो लखेलू છે, humans, animals, birds, etc. are dependent on the trees for their food. Banyan and peepal tree are Yazid worshipped in India. They are being worshipped in India, right? Cereals, pulses, oilseeds, plants, green fields, prosperous herbs, packed forest and medical plants have ultra enriched our life from ancient time, right? Hade, Ambala, Bahenda, aloe vera, ardusi, neem, etc. medicines and flowers like rose, lotus, mogra, that is jasmine, damaro, that is sweet basil, sunflowers, champa, that is plumeria, jui, that is polythians, tuberose, jasminum, etc. have made human life very beautiful, fragrant, healthy, and prosperous. Thus, social and religious life of India is greatly influenced by vegetations. Right? And generally, સેના નામ આપેલા છે, leaves ના નામ આપેલા છે, trees ના નામ આપેલા છે. અને second concept જે છે, that is all about particular flowers. That is all about particular flowers, right? So જેટલા નામ્સ છે, right? એ બધા નામ cereal, pulses, oilseed, green fields, પછી જેટલા flowers ના નામ છે એ underline કરી નાખો. That defines your concept number 3, that is vegetation. That is vegetation because it is available from nature. Because it is available from nature, right? So that defines vegetation as a natural resources of India or as an heritage of India, right? Moving towards point number 4, wildlife. So wildlife is again a gift of nature, right? What it is? India is a nature lover since ancient time. It is a country with animal lover culture. Tiger. Underline all the name of the animals, right? Tiger, lion, elephant, rhino, fox, deer, samba, rabbit, python, snake, mongoose, lizard, porcupine. Like porcupine એટલે lizard જેવું જ હોય, right? અલગ shape હોય. Like many such organisms are found in sea. Asian lions in this world are found only in the Gir forest of Gujarat. Right? Underline that statement. That can be asked in an MCQ. Asian lions, આખા એશિયાના lions, right? In the world are only found in Gir forest of Gujarat, right? Our religious belief has given in a status of god and goddesses vehicles to some of the wild animals, right? ઘણા godના wild animals છે એમના ઉપર એ બેસીને સવારી કરે છે, right? So that is again our culture. God and goddesses vehicles to some of the wild animals, right? Tiger, peacock, alligators, eagles, and etc. Our national currency is highly valued by having the figure of 4 lions, right? 4 lions ના એક national currency આપણી જે પણ છે અલગ અલગ નોટ્સ એમાં lions ના symbols હોય છે, right? Horse, elephant and bull, right? Horse પણ છે, elephant પણ છે અને bull પણ છે. Furthermore, to protect the wildlife reserves are created in human laws for protecting of their life have been enacted, right? Special rules and regulations have been made for these wildlife resources to protect them, because they also play an important part in the nature. They also play an important part in the nature, right? એક આખું એક સાયકલ જ હોય animals, right? એ તમે 9th માં કદાચ ભણી ગયા છો, right? એક સાયકલ જે મોટું એનિમલ હોય નાના ને ખાય પછી નાનું એનાથી નાના ને ખાય and it goes on, right? And that is how they balance themselves, right? So that also plays an important role in the nature. So to protect the wildlife reserves, that means કે wildlife ને protect કરવા માટે laws for protections are being there for their survival, for their existence, so that they can survive, right? So this is all about natural heritage of India, right? So kaya animals છે? Lion, tiger, elephant, rhino, fox, deer, sambar, rabbit, python, snake, mongoose, lizard and porcupines, such kind of organisms that are a gift of natural resources in India, right? So there are 4 topics in nature, that is natural heritage of India. First is landscape, second is rivers, third is vegetation, and fourth one is wildlife. ચારેયમાં અલગ અલગ concepts છે, અલગ અલગ points છે, ને તમને underline કરાવ્યા છે. You have to write it in a separate book. Okay? So we are stopping the video over here. The point number 2, that is cultural heritage of India. We are going to discuss in the next session. Right? So what we have did today, first we have understood what the culture is,